What is going on, guys? Welcome to Think About It Reviews. I am Dan Omega Danielson, your host for this evening. Now, when I heard Jim and Roy were kicking ass together, I said, hell yeah, I'm watching this movie. We are talking 13 hours. This is directed by, yes, it is directed by Michael Bay, the guy who did Transformers and Bad Boys. I like Bad Boys, though. It's actually a true story. It's pretty much it's based on a true story. I mean, you know how Hollywood is. This is starring James Badge Dale, John Krasinski, and that's Jim from The Office. Max Martini, Dominic Fumosa, Pablo, David Denman, and this is listen right off the bat, guys. All right, this is going to be a regular review. I won't spoil it for you. I think this film is long. Okay, this film is. It seemed like this damn film was like 13 hours, but so I was very curious. I like John Krasinski. I think he is. I don't know how he. This is his action film. He's mostly in like romantic comedies this and that. But he plays Jack Del Silva. He's a former Navy SEAL. Here is the thing about this film. I think the first maybe 45 minutes of this film, it sets it up. It sets it up. He's going to Benghazi. Sorry if I screwed that up so much. He's going to Benghazi. I think I said that right. Who knows? Yeah, he's going there. He's part of a special unit, so to speak. You have definitely a lot of ex-military snipers, this and that. They're really guns for hire, so to speak. They go, and the first 45 minutes, I don't know what this movie's about, honestly. I'm just like tripping. I'm like, okay, you see Jack, or you see pretty much Jim. I like to call him Jim. You see John Krasinski doing stuff where he's like posing as this woman's husband at one point. Their mission is to gather intel. They're in a secret base where nobody knows that they're actually there, and they shouldn't be there, but they are there. But once that 45 minutes is up, you see the ambassador comes from the ambassador come to Benghazi, and he's making a speech and stuff. And then this movie starts becoming a rescue mission. Then it starts becoming Black Hawk Down. And that's where this movie kicks off at. Now, the first 45 minutes is not that well done. It's just your typical Michael Bay. Like, you get characters. You get, I miss my family. Oh, my wife. She's, she has kids. She's holding her own. She wants me to stay at home. I love you, son. I love you, daughter. I mean, you could have that. But when I was watching this film, like, this is not American Sniper. I thought American Sniper was awesome. So, you can... like I said, you don't have to. You think Michael Bay, you're expecting action, but like I said, Michael Bay, he doesn't have to have action in his films to be good. But the dialogue was once again not very good in this film. The characters, which was great that it wasn't all about John Krasinski or Jack. It was about a lot of these characters. I mean, it was a lot about his friend, basically the team. I mean, Roy was Boone, the team that is supposed to pretty much there. You have a security team that's watching over the ambassador, and then you have the other team who's pretty much backup. And like I said, the characters were just not. They grew on me. Some of them did grow on me, which is kind of funny because some of these characters, when we were watching the film, there's gonna be there's gonna be a death here or two. But I'm just like thinking while I'm watching this, I'm like, wait a minute, which one's that guy? Because they all have beards and they all look alike. I was kind of confused a little bit during this film, just because like they all kind of look alike. Now, also the other thing I have to really have a gripe on is not only was the first 45 minutes not that great, but also there's a lot of situations in here that they're trained. They've been in countless situations where their life was in danger. There were situations that has to do with smoke, that has to do with there was smoke, and there was one other one where it made me think like, you're better than that. Like, you could have done this and you could have done that. I'm not even a trained guy, and I think that would have probably worked. I've seen a lot of movies in my days, but who knows? In a real life situation, a lot of things happen. Now, after that 45 minutes, or maybe even an hour, this is where it gets really good. This is where the action kicks in. This is where the rescue mission comes in. This is where hold the fort down, like Alamo type stuff comes in. And that's where it really succeeds. I thought the action was, once again, very, very well done. Some of the camera work could have been better done, but overall, there was one shot in particular that had a homing missile, so to speak. And it was a continuous shot. Of course, they use CGI and stuff, but I thought that was really well done as well. I thought I did get to care with some of these characters that were in this film, so I was kind of worried about them, so that was a plus as well. The soundtrack was a hit and miss for me. I mean, it had a good concept and a good idea, but they put a little bit couple little rings here, little sounds here, where it made that particular track it could have been really, really good, but it just falls a little bit short. But I think the action just is really, really well done. I think John Krasinski is very good in this film, even though it's not all about him. It's about this whole team. I thought, excuse me, I thought there was one particular scene where I thought he could have done a little bit better in showing emotion, but it's fine. It's like towards the end. Overall, though, I thought really this film was really great. I think a lot of people are looking for action in here and looking for at least characters that we can get behind, and I think you do get that in this film. Like I said, the first 45 to an hour is just not that great, but once it kicks into that rescue mission, it just gets very exciting. And it's a long, long movie, and it's a long, long action sequences, but it works. It really does work. There's a lot of also these guys have a set of rules. They can't just go in there guns blazing like when they have a threat. There's sets of rules, there's guidelines, and it was really interesting to see that happen during this film and some of the guidelines they have to really use. I did like the ending where it does tell you what happens to all these people, so don't worry about that. I know a lot of people do like to know what happened to the actual people that were involved in this film and what they've been doing. I love that. Overall, though, Michael Bay, is this one of his stronger movies? I think it is. I think, of course, the first half doesn't really work as well, but the second half really, really works and really got me invested into it, and I was really just seeing what might happen and what might go on. I was a little bit disappointed on overall the outcome of what happened, but it was a really good film. I really did enjoy it. For Michael Bay, it's one of his more solid works. Of course, take it or leave it. You know what you're going to get from Michael Bay. You know what you're going to get from a Michael Bay film, and that's action. And of course, this is from Libya, which is pretty crazy because I did see a documentary about a man who went to Libya and he was a freedom fighter and the revolution that occurred. So that really I had that in the back of my mind as well. So watching this film and having that guy's real life story and his documentary come into this in here and what Libya was all about and fighting the revolution, like it made me understand a lot more of what's going on in the film and why these circumstances are happening and why things are kind of being done over there, why they feel threatened or whatever. But overall, I do feel like, at the end of the day, though, it's like, why was this all just like, it could have been not prevented, but it just kind of like makes me wonder, like, why do we do the things we do? You know what I mean? But overall, this is a good film. I do recommend it. I do recommend you check it out if it's still playing in theaters. I did get to check it out in the theaters to $3.50, like the $2 theater. I think it is. I think a lot of people came away liking this film, and I did too. I didn't think I was going to like it as much, and I did like it. It was a very, very long film. I will say that, though. You feel the length in this film. And like I said, the second half is really, really well done. So that's what I'm saying, but you guys are going to watch it anyway, or you guys have already seen it. Let me know down in the comment section, what did you think about this film? And just, if you have any more information about it, that'd be awesome as well. Like the video if you like it, and like always, subscribe. Like always, guys, grab a seat, make sure you got some good popcorn. I'll see you at the cinema.